What's good, y'all? Thanks for joining me on this topic. I am your host, Marvin, and this is the Self Made by Design podcast. So, without any delay, let's get straight into it. This is something we are all guilty of, and we care too much about what other people think about us, and we let it to hinder our progress and our mood. In the Bible, it says that bad company corrupts good character. So if you are in the midst of bad company and you allow what bad company is saying about you to affect your mood and your state of mind, then you got a problem. When I was younger, I cared so much about what people thought about me. To some extent, I still do. And now I do it in a good way. I care about my image, I care about how I behave, and I want to be a trustworthy person. I want my intentions to be pure. So mostly I move in such a way that I do not usually try to take advantage of anyone or hurt anyone intentionally. I want to be seen as a responsible man. But when I was younger, for a time, I didn't feel approved by my father. So I felt inadequate. I searched for approval externally. So, I sought approval from everyone else. And if there was something everyone else was doing, other people were doing, I wanted to be part of it. I wanted to feel included. Sometimes that meant doing things that I should not have been doing. And sometimes it meant I was displeased with myself when I didn't get the approval that I expected from people. I thought it was my fault. Maybe I didn't do enough for them to appreciate me. I should have done more. I wasn't trying to speak ill of my father when I spoke earlier. I understand his personality very well. At least now I do. I know he did his best with what he had, and I appreciate the values that he instilled in me. But life isn't always a smooth journey. Okay, let's get back to why you should stop caring so much about what people think about you. I work hard. I like to improve myself and attain desired outcomes. I do my best not to offend anybody, but I'm also aware that my views do not always align with the views of others. Not saying that my views are wrong or theirs is right. I'm just saying that sometimes based on mine and their level of thinking, we might operate or take different paths to achieve what we want. You have to understand that not everyone wants what's best for you, and some would rather sabotage your road to success. So I make it my aim to surround myself with people who have good intentions toward me. Even though our views might not always align, I know that these friends and family members will always stand beside me and I can trust them. So that gives me a little bit of comfort. So back to the Bible. If there are people who are saying things that corrupt my good character, people who do not have good intentions toward me, I will never allow these people to affect who I am. As long as my values align with what is right from a moral standpoint, it doesn't really matter what these people say about me. I'm at a point in my life now where I am very content with what my focus is and who I am. You know, the junk food that people eat does not make me gain any weight. I'm good. The older I get, I have needs and fewer wants. Not a lot of things that I just want. You know, I focus on what I need. I need to be on my goal. I do not want to be controlled emotionally by whatever views people may have of me. Value your freedom. I value mine. When you allow people and their perception to dictate what your thoughts and emotions and your actions should be, you're becoming an emotional slave to them. And it'll prevent you from being your true version of yourself. There is another way of looking at this also. The truth is, caring about what people think has a lot more to do with us than it does with them. We all have insecurities, things that we might be ashamed of, things that makes us uncomfortable with ourselves. Therefore, we read things that people may think or they may say to affirm our negative thoughts about ourselves. You know, then that leads to fear of displeasing people or of being judged by them. So to overcome this, we have to take a couple of steps. First step is this: work on yourself and make adjustments to things you are unhappy with about yourselves. In that way, you will have nothing on your conscience and you will feel more confident about yourself. Secondly, accept the things you can't change about yourself as they are. Feeling insecure about things we can't change about our appearance won't make anything better. So focus on the things that you can change and change them. Once you've done this, who cares what people think about you? Listen, you have given me enough of your ear already, so I won't demand any more from you. But I do need your support. I need you to support this channel by doing all the good stuff. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you for your time, and I'll be back. For now, peace.